This is Transformers, Human Alliance, Tailpipe with Pinpointer and Sergeant Noble. The set or figure and Human Alliance, Human Ally set is part of the second wave of basic Human Alliance figure sets. Alright, well, the figures, the two robots are actually Autobots. As well as Sergeant Noble is probably part of Nest. And it's a great set. I'm actually very pleased with this. I have a few comments, which I'll be discussing later, but let's discuss the figures in detail first. Here is Tailpipe. He actually looks like a Decepticon. Actually, even Pinpointer looks like a Decepticon. Kind of has like a rat bat thing going on here with Pinpointer. But they're cool. They're probably SWAT team Autobots. I don't know, but honestly, they look like Decepticons. Even their feet. Look at that. The head looks like a drone. But Hasbro decided they'd be Autobots. Yep. All right. Very, very cool looking figure. Lots of articulation on Tailpipe. He's got ball-jointed shoulders, ball-jointed elbows, swivel wrists. He's got a ball-jointed neck, ball-jointed hip, hinge, a ball-jointed knee. This one is just because of transformation. And some feet articulation, toe and ankle articulation because of transformation. So very cool looking Human Alliance figure. He's about the same size as a Power Core Combiner Commander, a regular Power Core Combiner Commander. Here he is with the Combaticon Commander Bomb Shock. But he's really small, so this guy's about average size. Yeah, so very cool. Great paint apps on this figure. If you're looking for a more perfect one, you're going to go through several of the figures. Make sure you want to check out the blue paint. It's really the one that's really, well, the blue paint is really just the actual paint apps that has some quality issues. All the other paint apps are fine. And as you can see, this is the most perfect one I got. But a lot of the figures I've seen, like for the eyes, I think these are, I don't know if they're sensors or machine guns, but the blue paint, a lot of which are overlapping on the other, I don't know what they call it, those cylinders. Some of the blue paint actually overlap up to the end over there. Some even have blue colored paint. This side is all blue, but this one is not. That sort of thing. It's a minor thing. The other thing you're going to want to check out is the chest. Some of the figures I've seen have blue paint overlapping up to the top part of the chest, side part of the chest, some even eating up on the silver, as you can see on mine. Some of the blue is actually eating on the silver. But other than that, the figures paint apps are great. Okay. On to Pinpointer. Pinpointer is actually pretty cool. He's got a machine gun on top, which is really part of his weapon mode. He's got some articulation, decent articulation. He's got this big, long kibble piece on his arm because of transformation. He's got sort of a fist going on right there, like two huge hands, which are sort of like fingers molded into the hands, but it's not as clear. But they are there. He's got some ball-jointed shoulders, but very difficult to move. Ball-jointed elbows, ball-jointed hips, ball-jointed knees. Alright, a little bit of a size comparison with Pinpointer. Here it is with a typical Minicon or a Power Core Combiner weapon, weapon robot or partner robot from the old Power Core Combiners series. So it's pretty big. Okay, and then Sergeant Noble. Sergeant Noble is just your basic Human Alliance figure. The new Human Alliance, which are a lot smaller than the old ones. Same basic articulation as that you get with a regular Human Alliance figure. And these are one of the instances that I wish they would have just kept him covered up in a mask, because his face just looks funny. Wait, sorry. Okay, come on, focus. Like that. He just kind of looks funny. I wish they would have just put a mask on him. But anyway. Alright. On to the transformation and gimmicks. Let's start with Pinpointer. Pinpointer is actually the target master. So, compared to the other Human Alliance, you're actually getting 2 robots for this one. So the price point that you pay for this one might actually be worth it for some of you. Out here in Manila, a basic Human Alliance set costs the same as much as a deluxe class figure. Which, if you look at the plastic, the amount of plastic of a deluxe class, I don't think the plastic, when you sum up all these 3 guys, the amount of plastic is not enough to make a deluxe class figure. But the pricing point is like that. What can you do? So Pinpointer, he is a target master. He's pretty cool. Wait, hold on, let me focus. It's pretty cool, but I have one big complaint about this figure. It's not so much as a complaint as really for... it's more of a parent complaining to Hasbro, who may or may not have kids. Okay, let's get on with it. The first thing you want to do, you want to transform him into a gun, okay? Just sort of raise the arms a little bit like that. Okay, the first thing you want to do, as the instructions say, is do this. Okay. And as a parent, you begin to wonder, that's the first step of transformation. Who fell asleep at the Hasbro design team on this one? I mean, come on, guys. Pinpointer's first step is this. Okay, for some of you it might not be funny, but for a lot of parents, I mean, a lot of boys are going to be transforming him this way, and they're going to be making fun of this figure for obvious reasons. And what the hell, Hasbro? Who put... Okay. Nah. I mean, if Mike Mozart of Jeepers Media were here, he would have said, I mean, really, Hasbro? I mean, look at that. Pinpointer with his shaft out. Anyway, keep a lookout on that. The next mode is... go ahead and raise this. Go ahead and fold up his arms. They form the back cylinder. Okay. There. Fold up the feet. Okay. See that? Do you see that? It's still there. And guess what? Look where Tailpipe has to hold Pinpointer. Tailpipe holds Pinpointer's handle. I mean, come on, Hasbro. I mean, they look great. Like, look at that. If you didn't see the transformation, he looks absolutely cool with his big ass gun. But look at that. He's actually holding Pinpointer's, handle. Anyway, enough of that. To transform him into combiner mode for vehicle mode, you have to get rid of his shaft and actually rotate it upward like that. And then, the birds are awake. No pun intended. Yeah, you can hear it in the background. The birds are awake. Sorry, man. Okay, so this is the combiner mode for vehicle mode, and these are the 2 pegs you clip on Tailpipe. Now, this guy, transform him into his weapon mode first. Halfway through transforming him into his alt mode, you can transform him into his weapon mode. And even the weapon mode looks like a Decepticon's weapon mode. But anyway, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Okay. Go ahead and fold the chest piece onto his lower crotch, like that. Fold it up and form the seat, like this. Okay, fold the head down and form the top part of the bike. It's really a bike. Okay, Just keep the wheels down like that, Then go ahead and fold the feet backwards like that. Same here. Go ahead and fold them upwards like that, and they don't lock in place. They should just like that notch into place. Same here. Okay, and then make sure that you join. Oops. Focus. Okay, make sure that you join the leg pieces tightly, very tightly, because the clearance, because these two ports, they actually are the connecting ports for these, and they don't actually have a snug fit. So make sure they're pretty tight so that there's very little clearance, as little clearance as possible. That's the best I can do. So, okay, there you go. It's sort of like a space-age motorcycle thingy going on. Yeah. Okay, like that. Okay, then go ahead and fold the arms. To do the arms, you go ahead and rotate the elbows like that and the fists like that. Okay, and then go ahead and fold it up like this. That. Come on. The joints are pretty tight. Amazingly. Not that I'm complaining. Then there's a tab over there for that notch over there. It's not a tight fit, but it'll stay put. And then fold it backwards like that. Okay. And these wheels, you just keep it like that. They're supposed to be like saw blades or something. And it's kind of a tricky thing to pop out. You sort of push on the other end like that with your fingernail, I think. Something like, okay. And then you're supposed to pull out the blades like that, and they sort of snap into place. Same on the other wheel, like that. Okay. So, he is a wait. Sorry, fix the tailpipe. There's the, if you have a bigger figure like a Voyager class figure, he can actually hold this one. Maybe Ironhide or a Leader class, sorry, Optimus Prime or whoever you have, they can actually hold it. I don't have one with me now, sorry, because I'm not really fond of this gimmick. It's actually sort of like it looks like a huge grass cutter, but it's a weapon of destruction, and it really looks more like a Decepticon's weapon. But it's still an Autobot, and for some reason Hasbro decided it should be an Autobot's weapon. Sergeant Noble can actually ride the weapon if you wish. Like so. Come on. Okay. And just like the other basic Human Alliance sets, the figures are actually pretty small compared to the actual vehicles, and just like the set with Spike with Wiki and I forgot the name of that figure. You look at that. The vehicle is way too big, I think, for the figure, but Hasbro seems to think this is a good scale. But it's okay, I suppose. Okay, and then to transform him into his motorcycle mode, you don't really have to take out Sergeant Noble. You can keep him there. You can take him out if you want to. Just fold the blades in, and then all you have to do is rotate the sort of the wheel assembly, and then come on. This wheel goes at the back. This other wheel obviously goes up in front, like that. And then this sort of gun thing, the gun barrel, it becomes like a shaft for the front wheel, and the back wheel, it just stays there. So there you go. That is the motorbike mode for Tailpipe. He can actually stand if you position the exhaust pipe this way. Give him like a good stand, kickstand. And finally, Pinpointer, the weapon, as I said, he just snaps on It's kind of difficult at first, but once you get it on, yeah, like that. Oh, sorry, there's something wrong. I forgot this weapon actually goes up here, like that. All right, and then you can go ahead and snap him on. Excuse me. It's kind of annoying to snap him on for a couple for some reasons, because these two panels, they just keep on popping off every time you try and snap him. There's really no point of leverage that you can use to actually snap him on firmly. But with enough patience, you can actually just snap him on. It's not a tight snap, so don't go shaking him and playing with him too much. It'll fall off. But it does fit on it that way, nicely that way. It's a great alt mode. I like it. It's okay. It's like a huge motorcycle or huge police motorcycle. Kind of reminds me of Prowl and animated, but it's not my favorite. I mean, I can do well without Pinpointer, but it's a nice add-on. It's a nice companion set. I think Hasbro felt the plastic on the actual figure was so little that they had extra. They could make Pinpointer. But I like the robot modes of this set way better than the alt mode. So there, that's pretty cool. I do apologize for extending again this video. Just took me a while. There's 3 basic modes. It's actually considered a triple changer. The box has a sticker. It says it's a triple changer. And for me, if you haven't picked up any of the Human Alliance, the basic sets, this might be this might be a good set to begin with. It's pretty cool, except for the few comments I mentioned earlier. If you're not really interested in this Human Alliance, you're a casual Transformers movie collector, you might as well just go ahead and wait for this on clearance. If you want my opinion, I like these basic Human Alliance figures. I think you have to get this. If you're a big Dark of the Moon fan and a movieverse toy fan, I think you should get this. But again, as I said, if you just casually collecting Transformers, you're juggling your budget between generations, classics, Reveal the Shield, Movieverse, and whatnot, you might just want to pass up on this one and just wait for it on clearance. So there you go. My extended, sorry, very, very long review of Transformers, Dark of the Moon, Human Alliance, Tailpipe with Pinpointer, and Sergeant Noble. Thanks for watching.